So this is my first YouTube video. I'm getting ready to install a solar system. Kind of new to the whole idea of it, but I've got a houseboat down in Tennessee that ultimately I'd like to set up to run off solar. And I'm going to start with my detached garage here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And sort of this is the central nervous system, if you will, of what I've set up so far. Like I said, I'm new to this, so things might be changed. Not really sure. Just been trying to pick up information online and figure out sort of anything that maybe I need to do different, that sort of thing. So I bought two of the 24 watt or 45 watt Harbor Freight kits, so 90 watts total. Mounted them on some select pine I got from Home Depot. With ended up using the PVC that came with the kit, sort of as a conduit, just to sort of reuse it. Mounted it to the bottoms, and hopefully it'll feed into my garage ultimately up here. So back to the brains of the system, I guess. Bought one of the combiner boxes, a Harbor Freight, that will allow me to connect multiple solar panels up through this device. Coming out are just the two cables that were originally attached to the combiner. I've spliced into a Blue Sea battery disconnect so that I can turn off the solar panels whenever I want. That's the positive line. Then also the positive line, I've attached a 30 amp fuse to that 10 gauge wire, which I pretty much used 10 gauge throughout the entire system. The best I can tell online, that will be sufficient for my needs. Purchased a EP Solar. It's a 30 amp charge controller. Not really sure exactly when I went into this what to buy, but it seemed like this one would allow me to upgrade either my panels or my batteries as I see fit into the future. So I've got the positive and negative from the solar panels coming in after the battery disconnect and the fuse. And then coming off of the EP Solar charge controller, I've got positive and negative lines that will ultimately come to my batteries. Don't have batteries yet, but just got the cables coming off. Ultimately I'll hook them to batteries, a 12 volt battery bank or one battery with a fuse close to the battery on the positive line from what I've read. Additionally, coming out, I've got positive and negative to the load. I've attached a 30 amp again fuse to this so that anytime my loads exceed that 30 amps that the charge controller is rated for, it will cut off. I've got the positive and negative terminals coming up, or lines coming up here. They come up through this area to another Blue Sea on-off switch that will allow me to cut off my loads at any time, sort of manually. And then I've got a positive and negative again that don't go to anything right now, but that's ultimately the setup that I'm going to use. Maybe some bus bars to go to lighting in my garage. The last component is just this monitor that goes with the EP Solar 30 amp charge controller. I purchased this and just sort of mounted it with the cable sort of wrapped up nicely so that ultimately I can read amps coming in, amps going out, that sort of thing is my ultimate goal. I also bought some analog meters, but not sure if I'm going to use them yet or where I might use them. As I said, I'm just looking for some input. Anybody out there with a solar experience, please feel free to comment. Let me know what you think, anything I maybe should change, any considerations I should make as I go on with this. Thank you much.